Maybe Gaebor secretly the most powerful noble phantasm in this war. Once you're hit by it, game over. The only way to survive it is to defeat Lancer beforehand. And speaking of defeating Lancer before he can use Gaebor,
I thought you were about to say the only way to survive it is to be the main character. Or writer or some shit.
next we have Lancer versus True
I ain't never seen this.
Yeah, this is
It's a lot as fuck.
Heaven
Feel,
the first one.
God damn, for real? I'm about to watch this shit tonight. Damn, that was quick. This nigga beat his ass.
Chris a senpai, pull up to the blaze like a samurai. Young OG Roshi fully Genkai, fully Todoroki, I spit bar and ice. Open all engage, feel like Mike Guy. Looking for an ass kicking, I'm the right guy. God body in the room, I'm cooling in the sky. God body Madara, touchdown, take down your squad. God body Koenma, get your career revived. A bird, got some nerve. Side timer, hit the block hard, broke the curve. Pull up in a Gundam, fuck a transformer.
Ooh, it's Sirski. What's going on, fellow benchwarmers? We are the benchwarmers, reacting to top 10 Fate series fights. First of all, we want to give a shout out to VinnyTube for providing us with this video.
Big facts, big facts.
I believe this will be him talking over it. So we're gonna agree. Well, we'll see if we're gonna agree with his list.
I'm very curious about this list, honestly.
We're gonna see where he puts these top 10 Fate fights.
This is every series of Fate?
This is every single series of Fate.
Okay, good. I bet. I'm curious then.
So let's get into
Oh, this is 10 right here?
Yes.
an epic that combines modern settings and legendary
Ooh, this one
heroes
was hard.
summoned from the past, duking it out for the artifact known as the Holy Grail. I'm sure you've guessed what franchise I'm talking about by now, haven't you? If you didn't, you need to hang
Ooh,
out
animation.
and some more. With how popular the series has become, it's about time we have a video on the Fate series. And what better topic to focus on than the fights? After all, a war for the Holy Grail's just as good as the fights that set the stage for the winner's coronation. On the other hand, who wouldn't want to take a trip down memory
Look at that
lane?
nigga
Some of
there!
the epic fights that UFO Table's known for. Without further ado, here are the top 10 fights in the Fate anime series.
That's from the
Oh, like, what the fuck is that nigga?
Yeah, the first. You the assassin.
Oh, okay. Oh,
The
okay.
Steel movie ends in a bang, giving us our first fight on the list, Ryder versus True
That nigga
Assassin.
busy.
Yeah,
As the
good
film
nigga.
draws to a close, it seems that Saber's master is doomed to suffer the same fate as many who cross True Assassin. Yeah, right, you think they've killed the main character off? Surprisingly, help is on its way. Just as Shiro's about to be finished off by True Assassin, Ryder, of all servants, comes to the rescue. And this isn't the same Ryder as the one that was easily defeated earlier in the movie. This time, she's faster and more powerful than her previous incarnation, and she puts on a show with her chains before forcing a retreat out of True
I
Assassin.
did think the chains
Just how did
was
a
really
servant
loud
that was
about
so
her.
weak become the one to save
I think that was the one thing I
protagonist?
fucked
It's
with her,
anybody's
though.
guess
I
at that
didn't like
point,
her much
but
like
those
that.
familiar with the story know that the answer is closer to Shiro than you would have expected.
Oh,
But she was only in Fate Stay Night, huh? In the movie?
she was in Blade Runner.
Ooh, fuck.
Next up, we have Archer versus Lancer in Unlimited Blade Works.
This they first
Everyone
fight or
knows
second?
the jokes about him dying, but when you look at it from another perspective, Lancer's probably one of the strongest servants summoned in
Ew.
Fate Stay Night's Holy Grail War. He constantly falls victim to the biggest curse in anime while fighting, not being a main character. An even match battle quickly goes in Lancer's favor as he reveals that he is indeed taking it easy in their first confrontation.
I feel like if you took plot armor out of that fight, I think Lancer would have won.
Of course.
When he was trying to get inside the temple.
Yes.
And Noble Fantastic.
Yeah, honestly, wasn't Lancer beating his ass the first half of the fight?
He was, because he said he wasn't taking it for real the first time they fought.
Yeah, that's
He's right. He's right. He's right.
they need it.
Yeah, he was beating the shit out.
With
Oh,
the
yeah.
shackles removed, Lancer proves to be without peer in combat, and Archer finds that out the hard way. Nevertheless, both combatants remain calm and collected as Lancer unleashes his noble phantasm, Gable, a full-powered Row IS barely protecting Archer from the powerful noble phantasm. Maybe Gable secretly the most powerful noble phantasm in this war. Once you're hit by it, game over. The only way to survive it is to defeat Lancer beforehand. And speaking of defeating Lancer before he can use Gable,
I thought you were about to say the only way to survive it is to be the main character. Or writer or some shit.
What the fuck?
next we have Lancer versus True
I ain't
Assassin.
never seen this.
Yeah, this is
This shit loud as fuck. What movie is this?
Heaven Fell, the first one.
God damn, for real? I'm about to watch this shit tonight. Damn, that was quick. This nigga beat his ass. Oh, no, he's getting with him. This nigga's quick. Ooh, fuck.
True Assassin won in all regards. He chases True Assassin throughout the city, and he
You
outmaneuvers
see
and
this?
overcomes all the True Assassin throws at him. Even with
Goddamn.
superior combat abilities, Lancer fails to catch True Assassin in time and is led to a
Elusive as
confrontation
shit.
with the Shadow that's been
Yeah.
haunting for Yuki City. Seeing the threat of this new enemy, Lancer attempts to use Gable, but is slain before managing to let loose the destructive noble phantasm. The fight is here to showcase the threat of the Shadow and how a big player it is in the story. The look of disbelief on Lancer's face says it all. No way will True Assassin be able
I
to
was
defeat
gonna say
a
this is a
servant
law.
of Lancer's caliber, but with a mysterious Shadow by his side, masters and servants beware.
Maybe them Assassin Live is fucking there.
CarMax delivers your new car, so you don't have to.
Assassin ain't never do no shit like that in live. The anime.
Have we ever seen a
This
True
is
Assassin?
Chime,
Yeah, we
a mobile
seen
banking
it.
family.
He was cool.
In the
He
shop.
wasn't that live.
It wasn't that
But he was
long.
cool. I fuck with him.
This,
This was a long fight.
That nigga started beating their fucking asses with his bare hands.
That was funny.
That shit was funny as fuck. Look at
Our
what?
next
This is a
episode
black
taking on Kazuki and Custer. This fight shows that while servants are the mightiest heroes of legend, you shouldn't underestimate masters in a fight. Kazuki is one master who's trained himself to fight on par with servants and shows his strength by taking on Saber himself. It isn't Caster who manages to overpower Saber, but her human master. Something like that's
choking
unheard
Saber.
of, and it just shows how amazing and competent Kazuki has become. With that impressive showing against Saber, taking down Grim.
Damn!
It's up
Ow!
to
My
Shield
body!
to save the day, and boy did he do it. He showcases his
Really?
projection abilities in his attempt to save both Saber and Rib. Well, creating Archer's blades doesn't really get the job done, but the ability does shift the tide of the battle a bit until Kazuki and Caster make their getaway.
This nigga used to talk so much shit about you.
I still do. That didn't change. Ain't no used to nigga. Trash.
You know, I was just venting, man. You know,